Boston Bros is number one thing not, you're dead wrong. You can catch me doing misbehaving with my products on. It's real boxing talk every time we meet with Ned, the TBE, and Conspiracy. We bring it to you raw, unbiased, you know the deal. You can even get a poor dealer here from Dollar Bill with my guys by my side. You know we going live. All we need you to do is please like and subscribe. Boxing Bros. Peace.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments made by Eddy Reynoso. So in an interview, Eddy Reynoso said that Andy Ruiz will knock out Anthony Joshua in the trilogy. And basically, throughout, what he's saying is that Ruiz is a fast learner. And he said that Ruiz has been picking stuff up. He's been teaching him how to counter and how to move his feet better. So he believes that in the trilogy fight with Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz will knock out AJ. So I'm gonna start this off with Trill Dollar Bill. What are your thoughts on those comments?
Eddy Reynoso. Everything that this guy has been touching has been turning to gold. He's been doing a wonderful job. I have yet to see what he's done with Andy, but I don't even see that fight happening ever again. And I think it'll be a long climb up. I believe there could be a lot of fights in between where you can make some money, but getting all the way back up to AJ, I personally feel like you don't deserve it. The reason why, now I don't even mean to be a jerk about it. The reason why I mean like you don't deserve it, yeah, your skill set is there. I'm just talking about everything you did after the fight. We get on Deontay Wilder for the excuses. I'm gonna get on you too. Um, you was put in a position, a good position. And when you lost, the first thing you did was run to the excuses. When you beat Anthony Joshua, he gave you all the credit in the world. He didn't make no excuses, and he saluted you. Damn near handed you the belts before the fight even started. You know? This time around, all I heard was excuses from you saying that you didn't try. I knew what you was trying to do. I don't care. You can fool everybody else with the, oh, I wasn't training. You was training. You was still fast in the clinic. You was still the same Ruiz you was in the first fight. You just try to put on extra weight. So you thinking if you can land a good shot, that weight behind it will put AJ out. That's what you was banking on. And it just didn't work. AJ came out and he was phenomenal. Um, I don't I don't see it happening, and I just think you have a long road to climb. I think you should have to fight four guys, and you have to. This is such a line: Tyson Fury and AJ, and then they might do it again, and then you got people like Usyk and Dillian and everybody else who they might fight in the way now. So you have a little bit of a road to travel before you can get back to an AJ. You know what I'm saying? And if you can, be impressive on that road, we shall see. But I'm thinking AJ already crossed that bridge and he might retire before you even get a chance, you know? And I wouldn't even be mad because the way you handled yourself after that fight, I wouldn't want to give you a shot either. Like I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about Deontay Wilder and how Tyson Fury don't want. I feel the same way with AJ. I want to keep the same energy, you know?
All right, dig it. Slippery G.
Yeah. In regards to Eddy Reynoso, I'll say this: if Eddy could pull this off and actually get Andy Ruiz to beat AJ again, and forget Ryan, forget even Canelo, he's gonna be trainer of the year off of that victory. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if Eddy believes that, man, hey, go for it. But I actually agree with Trill on this one. That's going to be a long road to get back to AJ. Me personally, but this is where me and Trill kind of differ. If I was AJ, I want to give him the fight because it's a difficult fight, nonetheless. And I already did 2 matches with him, so I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, why even risk it? You know what I mean? Like, now I do feel like Ruiz does have a cheat code, though. He is Mexican. You know what I'm saying? And so, Mexico does run the boxing world, and like two of the governing bodies is out of Mexico. So all he has to do is beat like a top one, like whatever governing body, beat one of the top dudes, gets an eliminator, then he's back in the running, right? But then again, excuse me, AJ might retire by then, so I think he'll just have to, every time he beats a dude in impressive fashion, he has to call out AJ's name. You know what I'm saying? And he can build a little campaign around it. And if Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and them see the dollar signs, they'll set it up. You know what I'm saying? Because again, everybody wants money. If Andy Ruiz is showing, like what Eddy Reynoso was saying, more footwork, he's countering better. You know what I mean? If he can show that in the ring with like a top tier dude, it takes out, like, say, two top tier guys, and every time he does, he's like, yo, Joshua, I want you. They can set that up. You know what I mean? And now it's gonna be like the pressure's on AJ, like, yo, he's in shape now. You fought a fat dude. You know what I'm saying? Now he's Andy Ruiz, the bodybuilder. You know what I mean? So it's like, run it back, and then everyone's gonna talk about it. Everyone's gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? That might even get more more comments, more like traction than AJ versus Wilder. You know what I mean? To be honest, so like I think that's his cheat code: beat two top dudes, call out AJ during that time, and hopefully AJ falls for the bait. But I don't think AJ. If AJ's smart, bruh, focus on Tyson Fury. If you want to fight Wilder, focus on Wilder after that. If you want to retire, retire. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't take that fight unless I know there's a huge bag and say, yo, why not? AJ's about to be out of the game anyway, so he's going to accomplish everything else. So why? He already accomplished Ruiz, to be honest. So I don't really see AJ taking it. I'm just saying, like, if there's a way for AJ to be pressured into it, that would be that way, But yeah, but Eddy Reynoso, man, I like to believe that he believes what he's saying, because that camp, whatever they doing at that camp, man, the Reynoso camp is working. Like these dudes they fast, they got counters. Even like I remember I used to criticize Canelo's footwork. His footwork got a lot better. Andy Ruiz to me is extremely flat-footed. If Reynoso's saying he fixed that, then Andy is a problem in the heavyweight division. So, man, salute to Eddy Reynoso, man. You pull that off, you definitely gonna be trainer of the year.
All right, Ned.
All right. Yo, I can't wait for Andy's coming out party, but Reynoso brothers, Reynoso,
what we talking
coming
about?
Coming out like he been away for a minute, so he come back. Like, come on, watch yourself. Watch your mouth. But listen, the Reynoso, I feel, y'all got Andy because when he's hungry. When Andy's hungry, he's a different animal. But when Andy's eating, he's a different beast. Can y'all handle Andy when he's eating? Because last time when he became champion, before he was champion, he was hungry. He got the shot, and once he started eating, he couldn't stop. He was nobody could help him. He didn't listen to nobody. So it's my thing is you got him when he's hungry.
Now I need you to break that down again for the people. When we break that down,
Andy was hungry. He's a different animal, but when Andy's eating, he's a different beast. You see me? Hear me? Like Reynoso's when he's hungry, y'all got him when he's hungry right now. But soon as he eats, can y'all stay? Hey, put it down. Stop. We gotta run tomorrow. We gotta train in the morning. We gotta do push-ups. We gotta hit the heavy bag. We gotta do cardio. We gotta do everything. We gotta do strength conditioning, all of that. Can you all handle that? Like, this might be our downfall. This might be the eyes are too big for the stomach. And big for the eyes. But props to y'all if y'all can y'all make this work. This is match made in heaven, but this is a whole lot. I can see this going left field quickly.
Different.
That's
bro.
deep. You know what I'm saying?
Two segments in a row. You know what I'm saying?
He's eating right now. I mean, he's hungry right now. Andy Ruiz is hungry right now. He's hungry to get back to the top. But what happens once he starts eating? You know what I'm saying? What happens if he becomes champion again? What happens then?
What happened when he's full? You feel me?
You know, what happens if his eyes are bigger than his stomach? You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel you, Ned. I think when it comes to Eddy Reynoso, he's building a reputation for himself that when he speaks, you have to take what he says seriously. Mm-hmm. And so do I think he would jeopardize his reputation to big up Andy Ruiz? Because there are people like that who would do that. He has other fighters, like he has Canelo, he has Ryan Garcia, he has Oscar Valdez. So he doesn't really need to hype up Andy Ruiz like that. Although Andy Ruiz is the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. I should say heavyweight champion of the world of Mexican descent because he's from California. But, you know, I understand where he's coming from. Now, where I disagree with G is that Andy Ruiz was a difficult fight for Joshua. Joshua was whooping him in the first fight, hurt him, got caught in the exchange. The second fight, he just outboxed him from the outside. I don't see what was so difficult about it. So the whole talk about him running from a trilogy, like what's going to change? See, where I agree with Trill is Andy Ruiz did put on that weight on purpose. It's because he didn't think Joshua could learn how to box. He said it from his own mouth. He's too robotic. He can't learn how to box. They were laughing. They were giggling. They saw the hitches in Joshua's game, which was that he lacked fluidity and he wasn't mobile and that he fought in spurts in his tank, So they saw those things and Joshua worked on it in a short period of time and came out there and utilized movement for 12 rounds. The other thing is the old Joshua would get caught in the exchange. Like he liked to exchange. So even when he could fight tall and he can win from range, he just liked to exchange. He didn't need to, but he just got sucked into it. And in the fight in Saudi Arabia, they were thinking, it doesn't matter. He's going to get sucked in at some point and we're going to catch him. So he put on all that weight. And then he got in the ring and Joshua was utilizing movement in a way he never thought Joshua could because he thought he was some robot. He's more fluid. And then let's not forget, Joshua was landing some right hands, the right hand that cut him and the left hook that hurt him. So Joshua was not only utilizing boxing, but he was landing those shots to let Ruiz know, I can still hurt you if I want to. So the trilogy, I don't think Josh was running from it. I think Ruiz destroyed any selling point of a trilogy when he said, oh, I didn't really train like I wanted to. And I came in overweight and started doing all that. That's when he killed the trilogy because Joshua was on some man-to-man like, yo, we got the rematch, showed him respect. And I felt like if he showed Joshua proper respect, like, yo, great job. I didn't think you could box the way you did. You got one, I got one. Let's do it again. I think that would have been enough for a trilogy. But the way he handled the situation, Josh was like, you know what? I'm AJ. I can fight whoever I want. Like, you need me, dog. I got the belts back. Don't forget that. I just got the belts back. So, like Trill said, I think he needs some big fights to put himself back in contention. So, like, let's say he beats Wilder. Let's say he beats a Dillian, because beating Areola and beating Luis Ortiz isn't going to make anybody want to see you fight Joshua. You beat Wilder, you beat Dillian, you take out some guy who's up there, high top 10, I'll say from 6 down. You can get back in, you can get your name back up there, but he needs to build. He's not there yet. No one is asking for a trilogy right now, but it's good to have goals. It's nice to know his goal is to eventually be put in a situation where he gets to fight Joshua again.
He may be able to win the lotto twice. You feel me?
Maybe.
Or technically, this might be.
He already won it twice.
Yeah, he already won it twice. This will be the third time. You know what I mean?
3 times. 3 times. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.